Hello Virgos, and welcome to my channel. If you haven't watched a video by me before, I appreciate your presence here today. Today we are doing Mercury Retrograde love readings. Now y'all know the energy has been real. That's all I'm gonna say. It's been real. So before I start, I just want to say that this is a general reading. It's not a one-on-one reading, so not all parts of it will resonate. Take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. And also feel free to check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs from your birth chart to check out other other readings and see if they resonate with you more, especially your Venus sign, as this is a love reading. All right, so I'm actually going to get started with a new deck that I got today, just to get a general energy of the reading. This deck is super cool. It's called Affirmations, and it actually, it's all different artists and their interpretation of one card, but these artists are from the state that I live in. So this was gifted to me today and I'm so excited to use it. So let's get a general energy. All right, general energy. Oh, well, this card right here just wants to come right out, so we're going to take it. So the general energy that we have here is the Four of Swords. Okay, Four of Swords. And you can see in this card that the person is kind of relaxing and taking a bubble bath. Four of Swords energy is the kind of energy that's, taking a step back, taking a rest, and kind of doing some self-care type stuff. Let me look closer here. Either they're, is that sage they're holding? Or maybe it's a cigarette or a joint. I don't know, either one. But the point is, this person is having a really enjoyable bubble bath and they are taking some rest, okay? All right, so now that we've got a little general energy there, I am going to go to my Universe Has My Back deck so that we can get some affirmations for you. I always love to start off with a nice affirmation. I believe that the first thing that we should care for when it comes to love is our relationships with self-love. So, what do we have for Virgos here? And we got a flip over here. It says, attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help. Okay, so anytime that you're feeling any of these feelings, it's time to recognize that you're needing someone else, right? It looks like there is this need for rest and contemplation and sort of taking a step back, but there's almost this energy that you can't really do all of the healing on your own, right? And when you're feeling these feelings, it's time to make a connection with someone so that you can begin to understand things a little better. Sometimes when we are kind of just sitting back and not sharing those feelings with others, we're sort of just letting them run on a hamster wheel, and sometimes you need someone else to help you to stop that. All right, so that's your little self-love message there. I'm going to get a Moonology card here before I do your love story. So let's see what we've got going on here. Okay. All right. This one's sticking out right here. It says adjustments are required, third quarter moon. Okay, so obviously, I like this here. If you look at this card, see the color, you might not be able to see how purple it is, but it's a purple color. Okay, and if you look at this sky, it's kind of got that same sparkly, starry purple theme going there. So yeah, adjustments are required in order for you to move forward with your own self-healing and self-care journey. All right, so let's see what the little booklet here says. I don't know that I've ever pulled this card. So, there we go. It says, think of yourself as a vessel that has been filled more and more over the past few weeks. Some of what has come your way may have been wonderful, but there is a lot of negativity, and you need to let go of this. Whatever situation you're asking about now, be honest about whether there are toxic emotions involved which you need to release into the ethers or the ethers. This card also comes with the promise that all is not lost. However, there are changes or adjustments required before you will get to where you want to be. This makes me think of Mercury Retrograde because all of us are going through it. Like I said, the energy is real, and a lot of times during Mercury Retrograde, what we're doing is we are reflecting, we're taking, it's the RE words, reassessing, readjusting, realigning. It's really, more of a Four of Swords energy. So if you are in a place right now where you're like, maybe you feel stagnant, maybe you feel like things are still, they're slow motion, it's because there are some adjustments required, and that involves taking a step back and figuring out where you need to make the necessary changes so that you can move forward. So a change of course is forecast now that recent events have been understood and acted upon. There may also be a crisis now, which will remind you what you want and what it's time to let go of, so pay attention. All right, so literally the attuned to the moon statement here, it says, I am reevaluating the situation. That is major Four of Swords energy. You might feel like things are out of balance. You might need to have trust involving a situation, but also there could be something new and exciting around the corner. At the time of the third quarter moon, we know where we have been, but where are we going? The moon is now a half moon and slipping away from us as she catches less and less light, moving toward her full disappearance at new moon. It's a time of falling away and a time to reevaluate. No matter when you draw this card, the teaching is to release and trust, okay? So the moon may not necessarily be third quarter right now, but the point is that it's time to do those readjustments. All right, so that's what the Moonology deck had for you, Virgos. All right, so now I've got my Lover's Path Tarot deck, and I actually separated the minor arcana from the major arcana because I wanted to get you a love story, right? So with what's going on. So I like to grab a major arcana for you to really sort of pinpoint it a lot. It's just a more focused pinpoint on what's going on when I grab from the major. Okay, so let's see. I just want one card. So, one card for Virgo. What's their current love story at the moment? All right, this one's sticking out here. We've got, this card says fertility. It's card number 3, and the characters on this card are Cleopatra and Caesar. The fertility card number 3 is the Empress card. Okay, so I'll show you the imagery here. You can see that they're both together and surrounded by animals. We've got some cats there. What else? We got 3 cats. We got a lion and maybe a lioness. But let's see what the story says here. Okay, so this says Cleopatra, Queen of the fertile Nile, reigned as Empress of Egypt for over 2 decades. During this time, she became known throughout the ancient world for her seductive charms, musical voice, and unusual intelligence. Caesar immediately fell in love with the young queen and successfully helped her regain her throne. Together they had a child they named Caesarion. That's very interesting. So the meanings for this card are ruling over one's life, a new marriage or special relationship, practical action that manifests as physical product, children, artistic endeavors or wealth, pregnancy. Okay, and the flip side of these meanings could be deprivation or sterility, feeling the lack of material resources, or limitations that overwhelms. All right, so let's see. I'm going to grab a major arcana to go with this. I mean, sorry, not a major. I'm going to grab minor to go with this. I feel like it's this one sticking out here. And we got the King of Cups. The King of Cups. All right. So I feel like the Empress, or this this fertility energy here, is it's a very nurturing energy, which makes me think, which is water energy, right? Like it's that emotional energy, right? So the King of Cups, it could be water sign, so that would be Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. This with the Empress, it sort of like gives me this feeling of deep emotional fulfillment, the potential for that, because with the Empress is about new beginnings. That's why there's that indicator of pregnancy. Doesn't necessarily have to be pregnancy, but just the birth of something new. When you get the King of Cups with that, that is like the highest card you can get in the minor arcana of the cups, which means, right there, that's the mastery of emotion, right? So there's these new beginnings and that are emotionally fulfilling. So I'm going to grab a few cards here. All right, let's see. This is my Romance Angel Oracles. I'm going to grab a few cards from this to get some energies and see, what kind of is going on before I move on. I'm going to be doing you and each sign, okay? So it's not that this is a short reading, it's just that I'm also going to, once I finish with this portion, I'm going to get the energy between you and all the other signs in the zodiac. All right. All right, what do we have for Virgos here? Let's get some energies here. What do we have? Okay, these two have turned, okay. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Okay, that's the first card I've gotten. We've got make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And look at the energy in these two, right? They're both like loving energies, right? And one more, let's get one more. This one here. And this one says trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. All right, so that's what I have for you as far as your love story. So now what I want to do is I'll just start at the beginning of the zodiac so that all right, let's make sure that I have my major and minor split here. All right. All right, so let's see here. All right, let's see. Virgos who are dealing with an Aries, right? Virgos who are dealing with an Aries. What's the situation? How's this person feel about the Virgo? How does this person feel? How does this Aries feel about Virgo? The Hierophant. Oh, wow. Okay, so like I said, this is my new deck. So these are artistic interpretations of what it is. But the Hierophant, wow. This person might want to take it to the next level with you. The Hierophant is my marriage card, or it's just like a structure card. It's like, just higher level commitment, be it education, like higher education, but within a love reading, this is a higher level commitment with you. All right, so let's see, Virgo with a Taurus. Virgo with a Taurus. How does this Virgo feel? How does this Taurus feel about this Virgo? We've got the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so this Taurus could either you can flip this energy how you want to, but the Nine of Pentacles is an independent energy. So either you feel like they want to be single, or they might feel like you want to be single. Someone's enjoying, that stability and of being single. Right. Let's see. All right, Gemini, right? Gemini. So that's too many cards. How does the Gemini feel about Virgo? How does Gemini feel about Virgo? Let's get one card, please. Three of Cups. Three of Cups. This person could be a friend of yours, or this person could be in a relationship and want something with you, or vice versa. Threes tend to be like love triangle type cards. You could have met this person through friends though, right? This person could also think that, they have a great time with you, or they enjoy spending time. You guys have so much fun. All right, so that's Gemini. Cancer. How does Cancer feel about Virgo? Page of Swords. Page of Swords. So they could be watching you like online, like keeping tabs on you, seeing what you're doing. Maybe they're not saying too much, but they're watching you. They're watching you. Page of Swords energy. Sometimes that's like, I don't want it. I have a lot of thoughts about this, but I'm just keeping them to myself, and I'm just watching you. All right, Leo. How does Leo feel about Virgo? Two of Cups. They might, Two of Cups, that's like a partnership card. That's my lower level of the Lovers card. So Leo, I think they could see themselves enjoying some time with you. Maybe wanting to date you, court you, see how things go between you. All right, Virgo with a Virgo. So if you're dealing with someone in the same sign as you, how do they feel about you? All right. We got the Five of Swords. Five of Swords. Interesting. Well, as you can see, these guys have their backs turned towards each other, right? Usually my Five of Swords is like somebody's walking away in defeat, maybe something didn't turn out the way that it was supposed to, and someone's like, you know what, I'm just tired of trying. Like, there's no more that I can do except to just throw my hands up in there and say, I give. There's not much more that I can put into this situation. All right, so Libra. Whoa, that flipped over very quickly. We've got the Three of Wands. That's sort of like a waiting energy. Okay, that's like a waiting energy. Very interesting though. Wands are air, fire, but we're on some water here. So it's possible that they are, this Libra is going with the flow right now as they wait to see what happens between you. It's waiting on something. There's some sort of answer or event that's going to be happening, and they're waiting for that. Scorpio. How does Scorpio feel about Virgo? Okay, we're getting sassy now, huh? Getting sassy now, are we, cards? Okay. There we go. Well, the Scorpio feels like the Tower. Okay, so either the Scorpio could have had a realization that they like you, right? And they're like, oh man, well, what do I do about that? I don't know if I want to like this person. This feels like a lot for me. Scorpios can be very they keep things within themselves. So if you're dealing with a Scorpio, they're probably having a lot of realizations about you right now. All right, Sagittarius. As soon as I said Sagittarius, was flipped over. We got the Hanged Man. Okay, so maybe they're kind of gaining some sort of a new perspective when it comes to you. You could possibly feel like they're withdrawn, but they're going within and sort of gaining some enlightenment. So if you're dealing with a Sagittarius and it's bugging you, this could be a good thing, allowing this person to sort of take the time to really integrate something so that they can be a better version of themselves. Capricorn, how does Capricorn feel about Virgo? How does Capricorn feel about Virgo? Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords. They could be thinking a lot about you and have some very, strong opinions or feelings towards you, whether good or bad. Knight of Swords tend to be a little bit brash. And Capricorns tend to have pretty strong opinions and thoughts about things, and they are very fixed and set in some of their ways. So if you are dealing with a Capricorn, you feel like they either maybe they're withdrawn themselves, or you feel like maybe they're just saying some things and you're like, wow, that's kind of harsh. That's, they're just in this energy where they're kind of like, it seems like they just want to say whatever it is that is on their mind, and it doesn't matter, how it comes across right now. All right, Aquarius. How does Aquarius feel about Virgo? Three of Swords. Ooh, that's my broken heart card. That's also one of my love triangle cards. You could be dealing with some sort of a heartbreaking situation involving a relationship and maybe involving a third party situation. Seems like there's just a lot of mental anguish involved with things right now. All right, and lastly, Pisces. How does Pisces feel about Virgo? Okay, so we've got the Nine of Cups. This card is absolutely hilarious. Okay, the Nine of Cups is also, that's the wish fulfillment card. So this person feels great about you. They think that you are amazing. But this card is funny. It says all cups are beautiful, and I'm going to hold it up for a second because it's so funny. See that? That just makes me giggle, this card. Right? All cups are beautiful, right? Everybody's beautiful, all shapes and sizes, So that's what I have for you and the signs. I hope that this helped you guys. And I just want to say that if you enjoy my content, please feel free to like, share, subscribe, join my Facebook community, follow me on Instagram. I will drop all that information below. And just so you know, my readings are normally $30, but right now, until the end of October, they're $17 for people who are following the Charlie V podcast, which I was recently on. I do have an episode on there. I'll drop that below as well. I talk about tarot and all that fun stuff. I'll drop his Instagram too. So if you're following his Instagram and you would like to get a reading from me at a discount this month, hit me up. All right. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.